Ladies and gentlemen, I done recorded this whole video on pause.
Hi, I'm Healy Means. Welcome back to my channel where we judge products, not people.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video where we are going to be doing some more skincare. Today's video is going to feature another product from The Ordinary. Take a look at my haul video to see everything I bought, and let's get right into it. Today we are going to be using another direct acid. As you recall, before I tried the mandelic acid 10% and I tried the glycolic acid 7%. And then I tried a salicylic 2% face mask. Today we are going to be using lactic acid at 5%. Now please don't let the percentage numbers fool you. If you check out my previous videos, you'll know that the mandelic acid, even though it's 10%, it is very mild. It's a great introductory direct acid product if you're going to try The Ordinary. I used the glycolic 7%, and even though 7 is less than 10, I left that glycolic acid on my skin in my neck area and it burned me. So glycolic acid is a lot stronger than mandelic acid. And then I tried the salicylic 2% mask. Because it was in the mask formulation, it wasn't as penetrating as what it could have been if I used it on its own or in a lighter product. But I still felt the effects of having a direct acid in the mask. Now we're going to move to lactic acid 5%. But first, got to get this face clean. I'm going to be using the cleanser I've been using from The Ordinary. This is the squalane cleanser. It's a squalane-based face cleanser and makeup remover. You apply this to dry skin. It goes on kind of like an oil, and then when you add water, it turns into kind of like a milky consistency. I'm going to clean my face and then I'll be right back. This is the point where I did the entire rest of the video and I forgot to press record again. Y'all, it was still on pause the whole time. I did my little ending spiel and I went to press pause or stop, and I noticed that it hadn't started back again. Y'all, let me continue on where I think that I left off. I started by cleansing my face with the squalene cleanser, and I think this part of the video did record. And this is the same squalene cleanser that I had been using. You apply it to a dry face. It melts into your skin like an oil, and then you apply water. It turns into like a milky cleanser. You cleanse your face and then you rinse it off. It leaves my face cleansed. It feels smooth and it feels like it's ready for the next step. So the star of the show is this lactic acid, and this is the 5% plus hyaluronic acid. It is a mild lactic acid superficial peeling formulation. Now I demonstrated that it does have a thin consistency, not quite as thin as water, but fairly thin consistency. When I applied this to my face, it went on exactly where I applied it. There is no spreadability, and this absorbs very quickly. So when you use the lactic acid 5%, put the drops exactly where you want them to be and work them in right away, because it just takes seconds for this to dry and absorb into the skin. I noticed after I applied it that it left me with a slight tacky feeling, not too much, but slight tacky feeling. I applied it on the back of my hand first, and my hand feels it feels smooth. It feels like the top layer was exfoliated and now I have fresh, smooth skin on top. This product visibly targets uneven tone, textural irregularities, and fine lines. This is my first time using it, so of course I can't tell right away, but my skin does feel smoother on the back of my hand where I first applied it to test it, and also on my face. After I applied the lactic acid, I waited maybe like 1 or 2 minutes just to give it time to absorb, which it did right away, and give it time to dry because I didn't want that peeling effect once I applied the next products. And the peeling effect is when you apply either too much of one product or you apply products one right after the other without giving them time to absorb, and you'll get kind of like a white pasty, almost like a thin Elmer's glue or something like that. It'll be on your face. It won't hurt your face. It won't hurt the products. It just means that you need to give the products a little bit more time to absorb. Either you're using too much or you're using them right after the other. So just adjust one of those two things and you should be fine. The next product I went in with was the Alpha Arbutin 2% plus hyaluronic acid. This is a concentrated serum with 2% purified alpha arbutin and hyaluronic acid. This is the bottle. I'm almost done with this. I barely have, you can see just like a little bit left in the bottom. I don't have that much left, but guess what? I have 2 more bottles. I mixed the alpha arbutin with the natural moisturizing factors hyaluronic acid surface hydration formula. And this is just like the facial moisturizer. So I mixed those two together. I applied them to my face and my face felt moisturized. I still feel just a little bit of the tackiness from the lactic acid, but my face feels smooth. It feels moisturized. But I also noticed that it feels a bit warm. Now, I don't know if that's from the ring light and the light. I don't have my fan going, it's hot. I don't know if that's it or if it's from the lactic acid product itself. My face doesn't feel like it's on fire. It doesn't burn. It doesn't itch. It's nothing like that. But I just noticed that my face feels a bit warm. And please don't take the coloring of my face in this video to mean anything. The lighting is off. I'm trying to work with, I have a window behind me with natural light. I have a ring light right here. And then I have the bathroom light on. So it's a combination of different sources of light. I'm trying to work with them and I'm not doing the best at it, but y'all, I'm trying. I like the lactic acid 5%. It is my first time using it. So far, so good. Compared to the mandelic acid, the lactic acid feels a bit stronger. The mandelic acid is very mild, and I highly recommend it if this is your first direct acid from The Ordinary. Highly recommend mandelic acid. Now, compared to the glycolic acid, 7%, to me, that is a much stronger acid. It's something that I wouldn't use first unless you're already used to using glycolic acid or products with glycolic acid in it. So far, to me, first impressions, the lactic acid 5% seems to be in the middle. So mandelic acid 10% is very mild. Glycolic acid 7% is considerably stronger, but the lactic acid 5% seems to be something right in the middle. So I'm going to use this product for several weeks. I want to see how my skin reacts to it, if I notice any improvements in the things that it said, uneven tone, texture irregularities, and fine lines. So I'm going to check to see how well it works on those things for my skin. And then after this, I also have the lactic acid 10%. So if I do end up liking the lactic acid 5%, I feel like I can move up to the 10% and try that. But we'll see. Now, okay, I'm checking because the thing is actually recording. Y'all, I can't believe I did the whole video on pause. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for this video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, click that notifications bell, and share with everyone you know. That might be my little thing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Share with everyone you know. Until next time, bye. Y'all, what you think about my skin? Do it look hot to you? Feeling a little warm in the face. But I like it though. My skin feels smooth It feels clean. It feels moisturized. I have just a slight bit of tack on it, but it's all right. And I know, yeah, y'all see my nails. You know, see them little nails? Them things will grow out of control. I'm going to trim them up and start putting polish on them and stuff like that. I'm going to do that in a future video. You'll see it. All right, y'all, for real. Bye.